So what other trains am I going to run tonight? Mostly steam trains is what I can run of them. So we're going to run A4, King, and the Battle of Britain, and probably maybe the Junker. But I'm just trying to get every train right up and running basically, because obviously they've been sitting still for so long. So make sure you comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a question, don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch and TikTok. Links will be down there in the description. So yeah, I've got a variety of different ideas for for myself, what I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to meet up with some motorcycle enthusiasts at some point in my life. Making maybe a weekend of it or something when I ride next year. I'll start riding next year, I think. Get the 125 RR or something, and then maybe until I get my Super Sport, I can't do a lot of trying to think of the word. I can't do a lot of basically sharing other bikes, and maybe can have their experience with the 125 RRs. The one I'm looking at getting is about £3,000 for a bike, but it's 2018 model, but it's supposed to be like it looks very much like a sport bike, basically, just with a very low engine in it, and the red range starts about 13,000 RPM or something like that. So I think so the starting riding the bike is about 11 kilowatts or something, so, and then the one I'm looking to get is about 9 kilowatts, so I'm very safe on something like that. It might be more heavy. Apparently average top speed on it is about 68, 70 if you're bending down towards the bike, so that would be a starting bike for me. And if I'm comfortable enough, I could put it up it eventually to a 600 RR or something, just one of the older ones by Honda or BMW or something, I don't know. Because it means I can do it on the road, I can ride it on the road obviously, and then I can do it speed wise on the track, on track days and things like that. But I buy a lot of bikes. I wouldn't buy loads and loads of bikes in my life, but I would buy enough to basically I can do different types. How many bikes would I like to have? I would only like to have 3, so there's still the original 125 RR maybe, or you know, the 15R, and then I'll have a 600 and a 250 RR, like the old style. So I think that'd be quite nice. But instead of having on-road tyres, I'll have off-road tyres, and I can sort of also buy a 250 RR and then a 250 off-roader type, which could work as well. It's just ideas like that. I'm getting ideas in my head for it, but it means I can own these 3 bikes and it can be used for different things. So if I just have a 250, 600 and a 125, I can mix them around a little bit, and then I can sort of, I wouldn't have any more than 3 bikes, because they do work out as average. If you have more than one of them at a time, they can work out just as much as a, you know, as a car would if you've only bought 1 or 2 of them at a time for a car. But on a bike, you can buy quite a few of them. Once you've got your full contained license, you can buy literally quite a number of them. As I said, once everything is in place, and then maybe hopefully once next year comes around, I've got my ideas, got the money saved up for the bike, do a year off basically the lessons and just have some fun on the 125 and basically work my way into like 60-mile roads and dual carriageways with it. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't do it frequently with the 125. I mean 70 you could easily do dual carriageway, but because I'm not going to completely avoid the dual carriageway on the 125. It's just obviously to start with I'm going to do it on a short distance basis with it, and then maybe put it a little bit further, but I can't take it on the motorway because that's something they're not allowed to do. 125s are limited only to dual carriageways, but you have talked about it on cars, but I suspect at some point they are going to try to do it on motorcycles, I suspect. But right now they're not going to, because I don't think the loaners are that advanced in their training yet to do that. What's my most favourite 125 I've found so far, and it's pretty? The one I'm looking at saving up for actually, it looks very much like a sport tour type of bike, but it's more on the speed end type of bike, and I wouldn't say speedy, it looks fun, and obviously of course I'm going to have to save a lot of money up for it, and obviously just have to get this garage cleared and basically put it in here for the winter, because no offence to some people out there probably love their bikes and sometimes forget to put their bike away in the winter, because rain will get on it, seat will start to get rot. So I know motorcycles are not made out of wood or anything, but that leather seat they sit on every day to ride, that does rot. And my PC chair is leather, but it's broke away, all the leather broke away on the seat, and on the back of it now it's starting to go. So that means that everything you see on, which is why when you see me doing video gameplays on the weekend, you see a dressing gown over it, because obviously the leather is broke away, because obviously because basically haven't used since I got it, and it has not had much rust on it. I do like motorcycles, and I just suspect I wish there's some more nicer people towards motorcyclists, because I think car drivers think that everything is motorcycles' fault, the motorcyclist's fault. It's not. It's people not caring when they're paying attention to motorcyclists as well as riders, pet cyclists or anything else. It's the same, it's just the same principle in some way, because the only difference is with a motorcycle, it has a massive engine which can whop out 70 miles an hour on a beginner bike. On a 600 RR or something like that, it's 60 brake horsepower, and if you open up too quick, you could be guaranteed to be off the bike instantly. And apparently I heard some stories with what's his name? I'm trying to think of his name off the top of my head. Yami Noob, and what's the other one? 64 Honda. He's a good motorcyclist as well as Yami Noob. He's quite a good rider. What's the other one got? One says let's go for a ride. I can't remember his channel, but he does a massive good stuff as well. But he does amazing stuff. I'll recommend checking out 64 Honda motorcycle stuff, because he does a lot of good stuff. And watch Yami Noob. Cycle Cruiser is another one I recommend watching, because he does a lot of good stuff as well. So check out those 3 motorcycles videos on YouTube. They're amazing with stuff. It's just giving me tips to learn from when I'm going to be riding next year on a motorcycle, so that's my idea for next year. I'm not going to go into too much about what I won't be doing on Sunday anymore, but that'll be saved for a separate video. Same for the